All right, you guys, this is Margaux of the Home Run here on 99.5 Play FM. And you've been waiting you've been waiting for a while for this beautiful person to get on our stream and on the airwaves here for Play FM, especially with the release of her new EP, Playing Pretend in the interim. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Reese Lansangan. How are you doing, Reese?
Hello. Hi, guys. I'm good. Hi, Margot. Nice to see
Hi.
you virtually.
I know virtually. Your setup looks amazing. What is that behind
Yeah.
you?
It's just a pink light, and then this is a parang fake fur rug.
Ooh, I love it. And if you guys don't know what I'm staring at and what I could see right now, aside from Reese and her wonderful setup, you can definitely check it out over on our stream. It's twitch.tv/995 Play FM. And aside from Halloween, you did drop this album, but were you able to, this EP, were you able to celebrate Halloween somehow?
I feel like this was my celebration.
Mm-hmm.
We even in the real world, before pre 2020, we didn't really party.
Yeah.
Para we our tradition, we would go to the cemetery to visit
Hmm.
my dad, and then my family would stay there, and then we would eat. So that's like our tradition, and that's how
Yeah.
we celebrate Halloween. So
Hmm.
this was I was very much occupied with the release, so we had our hands full, and I wasn't even able to like put on a costume for
Hmm.
social media to see. But I think this is more than enough.
This is way, and you could see the effort and the time and energy you've put behind this EP, the collaboration, the artwork, everything. So, how does it feel to release it?
It feels great to have that hurdle done, but we have a couple more releases, like lyric videos for
Mhm.
your background is a week of playing pretend, and
Yes, it is.
thank you for the thought.
Of
And
course.
this is this week, and we are releasing 5 lyric videos for the whole from Monday to Friday. So we released one yesterday, the track one of the EP Mallrats, and then at 8 p.m. later on my YouTube channel, we're also releasing Extended Vacation, and then tomorrow is Ghosting, and so on. So we have a lot of that lined up, and then more content to shoot. So the first hurdle is over, but there are more things to create.
Yeah, definitely. And I checked out the lyric video for Mallrats. It's beautiful. It's
Thank
truly
you.
beautiful. I know you worked with Louis.
Luis
Yeah,
Ramos.
the
Yeah, shout out
animator.
to her. Yes.
Yeah. So
Actually, she's an illustrator talaga, and then napasabak siya sa animation because of this project, and she really did like a fantastic job, so I'm super happy.
but we all know that you're an illustrator as well. You're a creative in so many ways. Were you able to have your creative input in these lyric videos? What exactly did you contribute?
For the lyric videos, I think my only contribution is really the lyrics, and
Okay.
I gave Louise the freedom to interpret it in any way that she wants, and then I just checked it. I would comment some edits, but parang halos wala na ring edits na kailangan, because she really did such an amazing job transforming the words into something visual and something very moving. And the
Yeah.
rest of the videos, if everyone gets to see it at the end of the week na, it's really it really ties the whole thing together, and you would get the story more. If you're a visual person especially, you'd get to appreciate the stories more because of the visuals.
Absolutely. And, with the entire EP and Mallrats too, the lyrics, they're very deep. And like you said, people could interpret it in different ways. I know that part of the creation of Playing Pretend in the interim was this secondhand kind of narration,
Yes.
speaking from different shoes, so to
Yes,
say.
yes, yes.
Um, what what was the significance? Why was that important for you?
For me, it started as a writing exercise, because I would always write from my own perspective. Parang lagi na lang dapat may feelings ako and may emotions to be able to write a song. And it's hard to make something happen, especially in this pandemic. Parang wala
Yeah.
namang nangyayari talaga in terms of I mean, in terms of personal matters and emotional matters. So, I wanted to try writing from a different perspective, because I guess I was afraid to approach that kind of idea before. I didn't think I could do it, because I relied so much on my parang diary form or
Mm,
journal form type of writing, and I had a lot of things to say. And when I started songwriting naman talaga, it was really to express the things that I couldn't, I guess, process in a song form, in
Mm-hmm.
a melodic form, and have that parang be a memorable thing. And I just transitioned now into telling other people's stories or seeing the world from different characters, and even parang fabricating specific experiences. And it's more parang I'm moving closer to writing fiction, but also having that grain of truth pa rin, into those songs.
Yeah, I was going to ask, of all the five songs on this EP, was there one that you felt you could relate to more? And why do you feel you could relate to it most?
I think uh one is Mallrats, because I feel like I'm talking to myself also. It's
Mm.
I said in my descriptions of the song, it's kind of like an examination of my own relationship with material things and consumption. And it's not I don't want to spoon feed an opinion. I just want to let people in sa aking thoughts, and parang in this siguro Mallrats is me speaking from the Hollow Girls perspective. And Mallrats is also a song that really describes an abandoned mall. Parang I just used a character to be able to tell that story. And then another is Extended Vacation, because that song came from a real conversation that I witnessed during the pandemic. So it's a very alarming and very arresting and memorable encounter for me, and I had to write a song about it.
I have to say, Mallrats, I felt personally attacked. I was like, why are you singing to me? Why are you singing to me,
I'm
Reese?
sorry.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I feel like any person with a shopping addiction is just frustrated with that song, but could completely relate. Like, I feel like this was what I needed to kind of be more disciplined with what I'm spending and what I'm
Yes.
spending on.
Pero
Yeah.
11-11 na, so.
Oh, I know. Don't even get me started.
Yes.
So how were you able to choose the characters or their perspectives? Because I mean, you could have gone anywhere with
Yeah, I
this.
know.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing about it, about this project, is you can go anywhere, you can choose to see anything from any perspective. And narrowing it down, I guess, well, Mallrats was the earliest song that I finished, and it was really brought about by the fact that we can't go out and laging nasa bahay. So parang I was thinking, before I would always go to the mall and I would just be so thoughtless and stuff. And then now that I can't go out,
Mm.
parang I realized, wow, I survived without buying new shoes, or without, I mean, I didn't really need those things in the first place pala. And then I just siguro fantasized, or put
Oh, is it
a
okay?
more imaginative wall, because now malls are like not so populated, because we need to parang we need to distance ourselves socially.
Yeah.
So parang I just took the visual a step further, and I imagined, alam mo yung mga collection sa online ng parang all these abandoned malls, parang 20 pictures of abandoned malls and abandoned
Yeah.
amusement parks. I always look at that. I don't know, parang I'm strangely drawn to things that once were so full of life and then
Wow.
now so forgotten. So there's a romanticism in that, and also a very deep sadness in that.
Absolutely. And then the other songs, how were you? Because an encyclopedia salesman, how
Oh
does that
yeah.
even pop up in your head?
I guess it's the age also, because
Okay.
I grew up reading encyclopedia
Okay.
volumes, and then every summer that's what I would do when I was a kid. When I was still an only child, parang limited yung sources of entertainment ko.
Yeah.
So I had books, I had TV, and that was pretty much it. And art materials. And so I grew up looking up my homework from the encyclopedia, and
Mm.
I've always appreciated having that parang solid tome of information that never changed, because it's printed and
Yeah.
it's just there, and it looks majestic, hardbound and leather, and my gold letters. So I really held it to a high regard. guard. And then all of a sudden, with the dawn of the internet and technology,
Mm.
it's displaced. You know how many years the information needed to be collected to come up with an encyclopedia, and now parang all that effort wala na.
Now may
And I
Wikipedia.
yeah, Wikipedia, and it's so much easier to look up information there. So I just, I guess, always appreciated the encyclopedia, but I also know that we're moving on and there are more convenient ways because facts change and facts
Yeah.
nadadagdagan siya.
Yeah.
So ayun lang, parang I wanted to paint that struggle of the encyclopedia salesman, and also tell the story of people who are really working hard.
Awesome. That's amazing. Again, earlier I was telling everyone I can't wait to explore your beautiful mind. And here you are just giving us just a peek of what it is, because I know that there's so much more in there. You brought up the pandemic and collaborating through it and all that. What has been, and I know in a post you specifically said that roosters cockadoodling and dogs and traffic outside were some challenges recording it.
Yeah.
What were other challenges, and how did you feel you were able to overcome those?
For home recording, you said it exactly, yung ingay ng sa labas. And you can even actually, I feel, hear it even as we're Zoom calling, because you can hear the motorcycles, you can hear the dogs barking. There's just a lot of outside noise that you can't control. Whereas if you're in the studio, you can choose a specific time that you're available, and you know that you're gonna get it done because
Mm.
wala namang parang everything, I guess, timing everything and making the deadline. Because if I don't finish my recordings, I can't give it to my producer who can't move on to finishing the tracks, and we can't make the deadline. So it's like a domino effect, and there's a pressure for me to really get this done. So that's one of the hardest things. And also because I'm not skilled as an engineer,
Mm.
as a person who's dealing with a DAW. Parang bago lahat, I'm very used to puchu-puchu, ano lang, like, gawa, demos lang. I
Yeah.
never really submitted anything for an official release that was home
Mastered.
recorded. So this
Yeah.
was a yeah, this was a brand new thing, and I really am glad that I was able to take on the challenge, and my collaborators were so game to also indulge me with my deadlines and stuff.
Well, as someone who has listened to the EP and has seen the first lyric video for Mallrats, I'm really excited. And I think that this was such an amazing project for you to release. And thank you so much for it. I wish we could talk to you all day, I mean, all evening, but unfortunately, you do have to continue with a week of Play Pretend later, too.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes,
so
yes.
what are your plans before we wrap up? What are your plans for the rest of the year?
My plan is to, after this release sort of mellows out, I just plan to relax and also just to write more songs, and then think about the second album that has parang nalagay siya sa gilid muna because of this EP. And I
Mhm.
was ready kasi to release the second album already this earlier this year.
Wow.
But we wanted an event, and we thought that this pandemic wouldn't really last for as long as it is lasting.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that now, and think about maybe releasing it and giving up that idea of like having a gig, and parang reframing my mind for that second album
Yeah.
na. But I really do plan to rest and plan to celebrate the holidays in
Mhm.
a very different but festive way, because I love Christmas and I
Yeah,
can't
same.
believe this is happening.
I have.
Pero
I'll
yeah.
show you. Yesterday, I was able to set something up. My Christmas tree.
Oh my God.
I
I
set
was
it up.
actually saying to my mom, I said, kailan natin isa-set up yung Christmas tree because we need more
Yeah.
festivity here. We need to feel Christmas.
Yes,
So good job.
absolutely. I thank you. I agree, and I can't wait to see when you post all your Christmas decorations. And before we end, how can everyone follow you and, of course, listen to Playing Pretend in the interim?
They can follow me on Spotify, on Apple Music, on social and my social media accounts at Reese Reeseypesey, and then especially YouTube because we post all the audio there, and the lyric videos are coming all throughout the week. Mamayang 8 p.m. if you guys are available and you're listening in, you can chat with me at the premiere of Extended Vacation. The lyric video of this is my one of my personal favorites. So please don't miss it if you are free, and just follow me on the social media and you will know what's happening in my life.
Awesome. And before we let you go, is there anything you'd like to say to our listeners? There are a lot of people tuned in to our stream and on air. What would you like to say to our listeners?
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. For those who don't know me, my name is Reese Lansangan. Please listen to my newest release because I'm really, really proud of it. It's called Playing Pretend in the Interim. Stream it on Spotify, stream it on Apple Music, or wherever you are. Meron din sa YouTube. And I just hope that you find something to love in that EP.
Awesome. And of course we all will, because we just love you and everything about you, Reese. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Margaux.
Yeah, no problem. And now off her latest EP, Playing Pretend in the Interim, here's Ghosting by Reese Lansangan.
Thank you.